Hi guys, my name is Mark and today I will review the new VAXEE XE mouse, a symmetrical shaped mouse made by VAXEE. Let's go. And if you may know about this mouse and about my YouTube channel, you may know that VAXEE did not send me this mouse. I got it over another way. VAXEE might be not impressed or will like that I will do this review, but I think it's time to make a VAXEE review because there are a lot of VAXEE mouse out there which I basically never reviewed. All of these, for example, it's the LDAT, the NP01S and the NP01. Basically, NPs are like symmetrical from the back and front view too, but on the sides they have like humps for the rest of the pinky end of the thumb. This time they just smashed a G Pro and call it a XE. That's why I'm reviewing it, because I like symmetrical shapes, and I was looking at the latest, I don't know, the latest videos they uploaded and the latest PR stuff they just show on their own website. I saw this picture on Twitter and was kind of impressed, to be honest, because I really liked at first the colors, the shape in general. For sure, it's a really, really big USB dongle on it, or USB cable plug on it. But for me, on the first view, it was very interesting, without even judging it by it's a VAXEE or it's like 67 grams heavy or whatever. I just wanted to feel it, to play it, because shape looked insane for me. I really like, for example, the Ducky Feather, which is also nearly the same shape, not exactly the shape, but in general, it's also like a Smash G Pro. It's very good. So that's why I'm doing this review, and I will show you the box first. It's pretty clean white box. I don't know if this is even the final box, the resale box, but here we have another boxing inside, which holds the mouse inside of this poly bag here. You will get the mouse, I guess. Don't know if you get any skates or whatever extra. Then you get those USB-C cable with those horns here, which is proprietary in my opinion, because you can even do it this way. This is the wrong way, by the way. The PP needs to go up, you know. It has to look like this. And that's maybe also the reason why they have made it this USB-C dongle with those horns, because they have more stability and they have like, yeah, more stiffness, but they still try to have a cable relief system here on the end. But it's pretty stiff. Everything here is pretty stiff, to be honest. You have a little flex here in the plastic, that's okay, but you also already have some movement and flex in the connector to the USB-C. Cable itself, it's not that good, to be honest, compared, for example, to M42 Tokyo by Extrafy, which has an insane cable, insane paracord. And this one is not that good. But at the end, I did not notice anything about the cable when I was playing it. I played it on Apex. Was totally okay in my opinion. The horizontal stability was insane. Micro adjustment ability were very poor, very bad. But that's because of the shape, of the size, of how it is made, how you grip it, in general of everything. It's just, for me, this mouse is just not really made for micro corrections. We just took the box, we start with the outside. You can just read the measurements everywhere. It's like 67 grams without the cable. With the cable, it's 71 to 72 grams, so 71, 72 grams with cable when you use it. Keep this in mind. And on the bottom side, you have like a DPI switch, as is here. Then you have a polling rate switch, 125, 500,000 hertz, and you have a milliseconds debounce switch, 842 and 2 milliseconds. I used it with 1000 hertz, 2 milliseconds debounce on 1600 dpi as always. One thing I really liked in general was the click feeling. Click feeling was insane. Sound is also good. It's not too loud. It's tactile feel, but you already hear left and right click feels different and has different sound. Okay, thank you. And not gonna lie, the right click feels better than the left one. I have no clue why. And I don't care, to be honest, because for me this product is out of time. So it's not even, I just do this review because a lot of people ask already, and I really wanted to do this because I'm really into the shape, but I was very disappointed at the point I just took it out of the box and tried it the first time. First thing, we just start with the outsides. The coating. Maybe you can see it. I don't have fatty or sweaty hands right now. I just washed them 3 times already to just prove this. I can tell you, out of these mouse, I have here the X2 from Pulsar, G Pro Superlight, and the old HDS wireless. The classic version, by the way. I can tell you, this one has the worst coating of all 3. It's one of the worst coatings I've ever seen. I even saw matte glossy coatings which are better than this one, just in how the grip feeling is, how the response to my fingers was. It's an awful coating. It absorbs your dirt, your sweat, whatever, or I don't know, it directly makes a film on the coating. It's very, very bad to use without grips, in my opinion. Then we just go for the skates now. Skates are pretty decent, to be honest. They are not perfect. They are not very scratch resistant. I used them on the Paddy Smith pad, on the new one, and on the Valhout, which is a micro control hybrid pad. And the Paddy Smith pad is like a new invented, soft pad, I would say. I think we will see it often in Counter-Strike soon and in Valorant. Very nice pad, but the skates itself already have like scratches and marks on it, and they are not very even. You have a lot of waves even on the skates themselves, on the borders, on the outside borders on the skates. That's not for me. It's not an when I think of VAXEE, I always thought of high quality products, and this is not an proof for high quality product for me, this type of skates or how the skates look right now. Another thing is, I just gripped like this because I have used, or I'm used to a claw fingertip hybrid or fingertip only on fingertip mice. I just played like this, and maybe you can see a thing already. If I really want to play, I would make this, and one problem here is that the mouse button here, the return button, is so close to my hump that I always use, for example, in Apex, I used my smoke grenade as Bangalore a lot. I was just like, what the fuck? What happened? I not even registered that I was pushing or using the button. I just used it. I not even felt it, or you don't even feel that it is, that you click the button. And that's one huge problem. And whilst I was checking and testing the mouse and compared it, for example, to the Pulsar, which has a side button like this, you can see it's very rounded, goes very good into the shell. Pulsar made awesome work on the side buttons here. And then you go over to the VAXEE one. It looks like zero integration or innovation of the side buttons. They just stand out like on a rocket burst, like 1 mile or something, I don't know. And this, in my opinion, is a no-go for a company who aims for players who are like high elo in Counter-Strike or whatever. That's a no-go for me, not gonna lie. And I watched the video they made on YouTube. I don't know where they have this guy from. I have 19.5 centimeter long hands, and this guy even has longer hands than me. Another thing was, whilst I was playing, I tried to ping the enemy, and I'm playing like this. And when I go over, How will I use the mouse wheel? How the fuck will I use the mouse wheel? There's no way I will do this. And I don't want to do this. Because I can't click it, guys. Because I would do this. There is no mouse wheel. I may would ping on this here, to be honest. But I also cannot weapon switch because it's just too far away for me. When I want to use it, I need to make like, move the whole back of my hand to just get in contact with the mouse wheel. Then the mouse wheel itself, it's just in a bad position. It's too much in the front because the curvation of the mouse is like extending too much on this short term that this is in reach of anyone's fingers. And if you not play like this, a 1-3-1 grip, you will never be able to really use the mouse wheel. I have no clue who made this. But if the guy, or I know VAXEE will watch this, guys, I don't want to hate your product. I was really impressed by how it looked on the pictures. I really wanted you to have a very nice symmetrical mouse, and I like the basic ideas of it, but the rest is just trash. I have no idea who's your engineer or who's in charge of this, but please send this guy back to the company where he came from. This mouse is trash, guys. Okay, it's cost only like $69 US, but still has a cable and weighs over 70 grams. I just buy for fucking $90 US X2. It's 1,000 times better. It has a better sensor. It has less weight. The clicks feel way better. I have no idea what you're doing here. You're like 3 or 4 years behind with this product. I know you have a lot of fucking fanboys out there which will hate this video. I don't fucking care. Because people like you at VAXEE should not make mouse and call them good. That's not a good product. Sure, the plastic itself, it's okay. But that's another thing. It's like, what the fuck is this here? Please explain to me. What is this? Is your mouse engineer from Rheinmetall? He's normally building tanks or what? What is this? I know it's for your switches and you have a better click feeling because the symmetry for the click from the plastic goes better into the switch. But guys, there are way better solutions than this. Even some guys on Twitter who are doing 3D printed mice doing better than you do with this one. Maybe you just get one of these guys and charge for your next mouse because they do better mouse than you do. And they have just a fucking 3D printer and work at home the whole day. I mean, I'm not here to bash your mouse. I just want you to wake up. It's not about, you will sell the mouse for sure. There's a lot of people out there which are huge fanboys and you will get sold out very fast. I know this. But for me, it's really, really close to plastic waste. Not gonna lie. Click feeling is awesome. It's, I don't know. The design has a lot of flaws. That's a huge problem. Also, please get rid of this button here. Who the fuck needs this button? G Pro, it's like 2 or 3 years old now. They don't have this button anymore. No one who makes a new mouse has this button anymore, or has this very small and has a very good position for the mouse wheel. Your mouse wheel position suffers because of this button. It's so stupid. Also, the way you would be able to make your clicks or how they move, how they feel would be way better without this button. Just get rid of it. Make better side buttons. Rework your skates. Get a new, maybe you get a new PTFE producer, whatever. These skates are trash. Get a new coating or like do it with a different plastic, with another mold, get better molds, whatever, guys. It's like, it's just not a finished product in my opinion. It's like the free-to-play games right now, not even close to be finished. That's the problem. At the end, we are still at the channel where you get those LDAT comparisons. So I made a latency test with the LDAT from NVIDIA, which was supported or brought to me by NVIDIA. And I will tell you, I just took the HSK Plus from G-Wolves. I put the HTSAs wireless from GWOS. I took the Pulsar V2 Mini, the latest Pulsar. Before the X2 I had and tested. All of them I tested in the wired mode with 1000 Hertz and 0 MSD bounce. I know this one was set to 2 MSD bounce, wasn't able to get it to 0. And surprise, surprise, the VAXEE is not the fastest, it's the slowest mouse in the whole lineup. The fastest one is the HSK Plus, which has like 9.63 milliseconds. And as you see the whole graphic, you see this one is close to 11 milliseconds, which is not fast. If you keep in mind that the GPX Pro has like 6.5 milliseconds with a cable. 6.5. That's very, very close to half of the latency the VAXEE mouse has. Okay, the shape is better because it's smashed, but side buttons, even the side buttons are better on the GPX than on the VAXEE. Also, the mouse wheel is better on the GPX than on the VAXEE. Why? Because the size of the whole mouse wheel itself is so big that it is better to touch, better to grip, and gives you a better feedback, you know? It's like, just to compare this. Yes, I know it comes way more out of the mouse, but it's the better mouse wheel. And this is not even good, you know? Saying this at the end, I want to say thank you for watching this video. I hope you understand why I'm this angry about companies releasing mice like this, because this is a useless, basically close to a useless piece of plastic, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any mentions or problems or whatever, put it down below in the comments. I will try to answer. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.